All right, all right, all right, boys. I already did everything in level 1, right? Pretty sure I did, but let's double check. Pretty sure I did. Alright, cool. My audio's coming through, so that's good. Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
I didn't do it.
What's up, Andy?
If I didn't play so many video games, I'd be in better shape. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
What are you talking about, Andy? What part of I agree with you do not understand? What are you referring to? What could you possibly be referring to?
I need your truck, Homer.
Why should I give you that?
Because I love you.
Pay up, sucker.
You're charging your own son?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Andy being dumb like usual. Yep, he sure is. Making arguments that nobody had. Springfield's answer to a question no one asked.
My rims cost $900. All right.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
charging your own son? Yeah, I guess I am, yep.
That was totally awesome.
Corbin, he showed you being sus, see? He got you, you sussy baka.
Failed.
Yeah, so I lost so much progress on KOTOR 2 last night. Because of the fucking game. Because I hadn't been saving regularly as I usually do, so I fucked up. So I lost a lot of progress. It's very frustrating. I cannot deny he makes an excellent argument, or makes a good argument. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the Simpsons characters to look good for 3D, that couldn't have been easy. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how's it hanging?
I just found out my genitals have cauliflower. That's very rare.
Eat my dust, dust eaters. Whoa! You're all mine.
Bart Simpson in a nigga costume? Yeah, there you go.
It's time for some road rage, Bart Simpson style. Woo, nice one. Ow, my skull. My beautiful beautiful skull.
My eyes, my perfect eyes. Wait, these eyes aren't perfect. Not yet.
Eat asphalt, asphalt eaters. Take that. I think I broke something. I gotta work off my gut.
I'm watching Yogi Bear right now for some reason. Huh. Hey, boo-boo! I'm a picnic man. I speak for the baskets.
I'll never lose these love handles.
Playing some Hidden One.
Yep, I sure am.
Oh boy.
Woo-hoo! All for Bart!
I used to play this game on when I was a kid,
Oh, yeah?
too.
Trey the CN guy. Have you ever heard of the show Trey's World? No, I have not.
Have you
And-
ever heard of a show called Yellowstone?
Yeah, I have. I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
It's actually pretty good. You actually should get into it sometime.
Yeah, maybe. I
Have
don't
you
know.
even watched The Sopranos? Because
I-
that's pretty damn good.
I have not watched The Sopranos yet, but I intend to.
Breaker, this is Bart Simpson requesting one pimp ride ASAP.
I saw the man himself had joined, so I figured I'd join too.
Alright.
I just been I haven't been on because I've been focused on my school college shit.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
But I have a decent professor on Saturdays, but the Monday and Wednesday professors is doing averages. So even if you get the highest grade in the points in the quiz,
Uh-huh.
the person can still give you only 9.5 if you get like, hey, you get the first one, you get 9 correct, but 1
Oh,
incorrect.
do they grade on a fucking curve or something?
Mine.
I guess so, because he's sinking the grade, so I can't get a lot of answers on unless I'm FUCKED. I'm doing my best, you know.
Uh-huh. I've said it before. and I'll say it
Horizons.
again. Go ahead.
But
I was just gonna ask Horizons if you read any books.
well, I plan to eventually try to get into Tom Clancy.
What books have you read? Have you read any books?
Well, when I was young, I read Wimpy Kid, and that was pretty much it.
My favorite Diary of a Wimpy Kid is the one Monkey Jones wrote that he got a cease and desist for.
Oh, are you talking about
Yeah.
the, Greg, I'm not gay, Greg.
No, I'm
Is
talking...
it that one?
No, it's Diary of a Supreme Gentleman.
So wait, the author pretty much said a cease and desist to him?
Yeah, that's why he's not... He never mentions it by name anymore.
Let me guess, it's pretty much the Diary of Donald Trump.
No. It's the Supreme Gentleman.
Supreme Gentleman.
It's Elliot. You know who Elliot Rodger is, right? Horizons.
No.
Elliot Rodger is that based guy that like shot a bunch of people. It was at a college.
Oh, are you talking about Virginia Tech?
No.
Bart Simpson's at
No, it was Isla Vista.
Like he was an incel guy, but like actual incel, not like what people say an incel is, which is like just like any guy that doesn't like women is basically an incel now. But like he was like the original incel guy.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. I just wanted to check in with you. MAGA. Fugitive Red Eye. Keep the uploads going. You're getting some shit. You're getting some good views, man.
Okay.
What?
Whoa, wicked.
What kind of voice is he doing?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I know of Assy McGee. I never watched it, but I know about it.
Oh yeah, S.E. McGee. I never watched that either, but I remember my friend was telling me about it. He was like, it's the funniest thing. He's a talking ass detective guy. I was like, this show sounds stupid.
Yeah, I'd always see ads for it when I was watching like Moral Oral and stuff.
Do they ever play reruns of... I don't think they... Do they ever play reruns of More Oral on Adult Swim, ever?
Not anymore. They did back in the past. Like, I watched it... I first watched through the series during the 43 Nights of Oral Marathon, where they were showing every episode, like, back-to-back for, like, 43 nights. Like, they showed one episode a night.
Bingo!
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I watched through it. Because, like, that's actually what they did when it ended. Like, the final night was when they, like, actually first aired the final episode.
Did you have any blood?
Would you like fries with that?
Howdy, partner.
Howdy.
How we doing?
Doing okay? How you feeling today, Steven?
I'm alright, just taking the dog for a walk.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
I'm playing Simpsons Hit and Run. I played KOTOR 2 last night, but because KOTOR 2 is going to KOTOR 2, I lost a lot of progress, so I'm really pissed off.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Well, that's the thing about KOTOR 2. If you don't know, the game is unfinished and broken as hell. So, it's very unstable.
Well, wait a minute. Did it later get fixed out in like later ports? Because I know it got ported to
Nope.
like, you know, the Switch.
It has
No?
never been fixed. The Switch port was supposedly going to fix it with an update that was also going to restore all of the cut content that was cut because they didn't have time to put it in the original game. But all of that's been canceled.
Oh my god. Damn. Wait, like the game's like, uh-huh.
Like it's unstable as hell. Like I was playing it on I started playing it on this Xbox. It was soft locking at the beginning, which has happened to me before. It's just a pain in the ass. And then after that, fuck. But after that, what's the word?
Fine by me.
Bird?
Well, bird is the word, it's true. But after that, I played it on my Xbox One. There we go. Now I remember where I was going. And when I played it on my Xbox One, I got really far, but then it fucking crashed again. And I hadn't saved in a while, and it hadn't auto-saved in a while either. So I lost probably like an hour and a half, maybe more of
Oh
content.
shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
And so, damn. Does the game crash frequently?
The game
Also on-
crashes frequently. It's just buggy in general. I was like, on every version, KOTOR 2 crashes a lot. Like, you could get lucky. Like when Spencer played through it, he played through it on my original Xbox and did not have he had like maybe 2 crashes like total in his entire playthrough, which is rare. It's usually a lot more than that.
Oh wow! Even on PC?
Yeah, no, KOTOR 2 is fucking unstable as hell. Like, there are community mods that fix it on PC. I guess I could say that. Like, not officially, but there are community mods that, like, fans have done that fix it and also restore cut content. Because there's a ton of subplots that just got fucking axed. Like, there's a lot of... There's literally, like, major quests that don't have resolutions because they had to cut it because of time constraints.
So I'm assuming because this was developed by Obsidian, not Bio.
Yep! Obsidian's gonna Obsidian, right?
Oh, that's true. I mean, look, Fallout New Vegas, as much as I love that game, is buggy as hell. But then again, to be fair, it is a Fallout game, so that's to be expected. But I didn't know it carried over to other projects that they do.
No, Obsidian is like notoriously bad at like making games be stable, and that's why it's funny that fanboys of Obsidian constantly like to say that they're better than Bethesda. Which I don't think it's true. I think Bethesda games are far more stable, like if you're just talking on a technical level.
Okay, that's saying a lot considering...
I know!
God damn, that's like a horrible thing to be compared to. Wow, their other projects must be... So, like, wait a minute, didn't they also do... If I could be wrong, but didn't they do the Stick of Truth?
No. Maybe. I don't think so.
Okay, no. Well, I know they did this other... I think they've done Pillars of Eternity and a bunch of other games and stuff like that. Wow, wait a minute, but why...
Stick of Truth was THQ before they went out of business.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's kind of crazy. But wait a minute, why was KOTOR 2 rushed? Like, was it, like, to meet time constraints, or...
Yeah, and, like, they literally released it unfinished. Like, there is no actual real ending to the game in KOTOR 2.
That's...
Like, you beat the game, and then, the end cutscene is just your ship flies away, and that's it.
But, and the story's resolved, you just fly away?
Well, you beat the final boss,
Uh-huh.
and then, the final boss will, like, tell you your future, right? They'll be like, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. And instead of an ending cutscene, that's what they just put in instead, is have the final boss just narrate to you what the ending would have shown if they'd actually done it.
Okay, that's how you know. That's how you know. It's like, we couldn't come up with something. We're just gonna narrate what would have happened later.
Right, because and like, there's like an entire planet that was cut from the game. Like KOTOR 2 is, like, it's super unfinished and unpolished.
Is it even still good? I've heard good things.
Yes, KOTOR 2 is still good. I still like KOTOR 2. It's just, not that great. It did in 2009, 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017. Assy McGee stopped rerunning in 2017. So we were talking about Moral Oral, though, not Assy McGee. We don't care about Assy McGee.
Move it or lose it, tool.
And in fairness, I have DVDs of Moral Oral, so I don't really care on that either, because I can just watch it anytime. Although the Before Oral special doesn't have a DVD release.
Damn automatic transmission.
But wait, oh shit. Hold on. But wait a minute, do you think that, why was the Switch version of all the ports gonna get the content back out of other ports?
Because it's the newest one. Like, the Switch port just came out, like a couple years ago.
Out of my way, man.
And like, because they ported KOTOR 1 to the Switch.
Right.
And then they ported KOTOR 2 shortly after, so like they were back to back, right? And they were both new ports.
Right.
And so because of that, they're like, let's do a DLC that will add in some of the cut content from KOTOR 2 and also fix some of the bugs.
And that didn't happen.
Correct. It kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed until finally they just said, yeah, it's indefinite and now it's canceled.
Why all that delay? Why all the delays and cancellations? Could they not, like, Why couldn't they put it together?
Well, and here's the thing. Never. I will tell you this, Steven. Do not play KOTOR 2 on Switch. Don't do it.
Don't?
That
One
is...
of the infamous Switch ports?
It is even more broken. It is literally unbeatable.
What?
Yeah, once you get past the world on Duran, the game just crashes without fail, and you are unable to progress past it. And it is always like that on Switch. There is no way to actually beat the game because they haven't patched it.
Have they addressed it, and are they looking to
It
fix
was
that?
it was supposed to get fixed with the update that got canceled.
Oh my god. That's so fucked that the Switch... I mean, look, I know it's a Nintendo console, but that's so fucked that the Switch gets these, like, half-assed ports. It's a game from, like, what, the 6th generation of consoles? No,
Yeah, it's from
yeah,
original
I think
Xbox, so I don't know what generation that is.
I think that's 6. I can't remember. But the original Xbox console, and it can't even get a good Switch port, that should be running flawlessly. Even with its issues. That is fucked. How's KOTOR 1 on Switch? Have you heard anything about that?
KOTOR 1's good on Switch. It has all the all the DLC and stuff. Like just like it does if you pop it into an Xbox One. Yeah, it'll just let you play it with all the DLC. On Switch, the Switch port comes with all the DLCs. It has Yavin, and that's it. I think. Yeah, that. Like, granted, there's not like a lot of KOTOR 1 DLC. There's just Yavin Station, which is just like an extra shop with a couple of little interactions.
Okay.
It also gives, like, there's a unique lightsaber crystal and stuff in there that you get.
I gotta
Well,
check out
now
KOTOR. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, I'm not like not listening to anything you guys are saying. I'm just like laughing at Yogi Bear cartoons.
Yeah.
Yogi Bear's good. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Hey, Boo Boo! Please
What's
don't
in that
bully me
picnic
today, Yogi. My Boo Boo! Why would I bully my one and only friend? Stop being irrational.
The idea of them being in like a violent, like having a violent friendship, like the one abuses the other, like there's a power dynamic.
My Boo Boo! Why is there a gun in this picnic basket?
That's like one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, There Will Be Bears will be good too once you finish the art for it.
Yeah, like in about 5 years.
Steven,
We should just make Steven watch a bunch of Sergeant Friends episodes with us someday, like the best ones.
yeah.
I would be down for that.
What's your favorite Sergeant Friends episodes out of the ones you've seen, Steven?
I have not seen that many, and I can't remember that many of the titles. But let me think. Ah, shit. What's the one with Gary Gatt where he finds his family killer? I know that one's not. That one's pretty recent. I know.
That one's actually one of my top. Like, that's one of the best episodes. Gary Gatt Revenge.
Yeah.
Because that's also the one that has the Sherlock torture scene, which I think is some of my best
that
editing.
Is pretty great, as well. That Sherlock torture scene. Sherlock Bones is one. Oh, also the episode with Knucklehead having that debate with Fat Walsh. I know it's very recent, but Knucklehead.
Yeah.
is
No. Well, here's the thing.
hilarious.
I think season 3 is the best season.
And that's part of season 3.
Yeah.
I gotta do a Sergeant Friends.
Like
fucking marathon of this.
season 3 is the current season that we're working on.
Do I have any planned appearances in that?
Of
I'd be
course.
down.
Of course.
Nice. I can even do other characters if that's cool.
Yeah, of course.
But Knucklehead is my favorite. I remember I was watching you editing it, and I saw the clip. It's like, he's like, if you're human, what are you? Like, and he's like, me African American, of course. Me eat banana.
Me drink grape drink. Yeah. And me smoke crack.
That's how black me am.
Yeah.
That is just one of the best episodes. And then it's like, Corbin doing that, which was a really funny voice. It was like that Ken Shapiro based off that, like, I don't know, that Ben Shapiro guy or whatever. But that was really, really funny.
Ben Shapiro, based on that Ben Shapiro guy.
Well, I don't really know much about him. I just know he's part of that Daily Wire. I know that I did see a
He's-
documentary by them that was really good.
No, yeah, Daily
that was
Wire
like
has made
Matt
some
Walsh.
good. Yeah, well, Matt Walsh is the best guy at Daily Wire.
Well, I liked his documentary
Yeah.
as a woman. I was
Look at
very
Matt
impressed
Walsh.
by that.
But even Matt Walsh is like really like generic, I guess.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I mean, I liked his humor though, because like his when you really get to know what his opinions are, they're not that like tense. But I like that the way he chooses to word things in a way like that make it sound worse than it is, and I think it's funny.
Well, I really liked in that documentary how he literally like challenged all those like that one professor, and how that professor was really getting uncomfortable, and how he was
But
basically going off emotion.
The best stuff with Matt Walsh is on gender stuff. Like that's his best stuff.
Yeah.
He seemed to know what he was talking about quite a bit, and there were some things where I was, shocked to know that, the hormone blockers and stuff that we use on like pedophiles and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. No,
Holy shit.
The problem with Daily Wire though is that they're all very
Uh-huh.
they're all pretty generic conservatives that don't want to say anything too radical. Like they like to toe the line and like
Oh.
not go too out there. And also like they're cucks for Israel, so
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Because there were some things that Ben Shapiro guy that I agreed with, but
I mean,
It's a shame to
look,
know that
there's shit that I've agreed with him on too, but Ben Shapiro I think is the worst. Like he's the worst one at Daily Wire, I think.
I know that rap shit that you guys showed me
Yeah.
was really cringe. That was really cringe, but that sucks. But why would they care? Wouldn't they about Israel? Wouldn't they not want to be involved in the foreign war if they're conservative and care about?
If it didn't involve Israel, sure.
Yeah, Israel's like the one thing that they're like the conservatives are crazy about for some reason. Well, I mean, it's just because I don't know if is it just because Christians think that the Jews are the chosen people, so like we should just literally help them with everything all the time.
I think it's part of that. I think that's part of it, but I also think that it's largely because Israel has its money in the pockets of a lot of
Yeah.
people. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's a financial reason.
oh yeah,
And look, like no offense to the Israelis, but I just don't want to get involved in whatever's going on there.
right, and that is the
Like-
correct way to have an America First take, Stephen. Is to
You
say,
know,
hey,
like,
you know,
I don't have anything against them as a people, but I don't want to, get involved in whatever the fuck's going on over there. That's their business, and they'll sort it out.
right,
And
exactly.
if they don't, it sucks. But if it affects us, that's where it gets bad, and that's where I get concerned. So
right,
I don't know.
I think
It
the way
sounds
Richard Nixon
selfish,
said it
but
was
I think
good.
everyone should kind of think like that to a degree.
yeah,
Like, I
What you
thought
were
when-
saying about Richard Nixon?
Oh, I was just saying I like Richard Nixon's attitude about Israel, where he said like, yeah, he'll help them if like America gets something, but he's still gonna put America first. Like, but a lot of
Right.
Israel, he's talking about his friends from Israel want him to put Israel first.
I'm standing right here, Bart.
Well, then it seems like he had the right idea of, saying like, we'll help, but if it's something in gain for us, a benefit. Like, yeah. Which is weird because I'm assuming that a lot of other countries, I could be very completely wrong about this, think in that way as well. So why don't we? Or I could be wrong about.
well, yeah, you're right, Stephen. We should nationalism is way better than globalism. Like you gotta focus on your own issues before you can do anything else. Like that's the truth.
Which is why, I
America
think,
should just mainly be nationalist, capitalist, libertarian. Like I think that's just what America would represent overall.
Afraid not.
Right, I agree.
Afraid not.
Afraid so. Stand your lightning fast wit.
That's totally awesome.
Whoa, that adrenaline made me feel alive again.
so is this just like a regular shit show, or?
I'm playing Simpsons Hit and Run, and just kind of bullshitting. I played through this game multiple times on stream before, so I don't really bother trying to make the titles. Just say
Gotcha.
I just do funny titles with this game because I've played it so many times on stream.
Oh, I'm going to a better
I think I beat it. I think I've only beat it twice on stream actually, right? Because I did it once normally and then once for Awesome Gamers Challenge.
Principal McGillicuddy.
Don't have a
Hmm.
problem.
Mikey Bear.
Yeah, I heard the Simpsons games were actually some of the better adult cartoon games that came out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think there was also one called Road Rage or something like that.
Yeah, Road Rage is the one before this. It's still good, but it's not like this is the best one by far.
There's one on the PS1 that I heard was pretty bad. I think it's called Simpsons Wrestling.
Yes,
heard that one wasn't
I
so
own
good.
it, but I have yet to play it. Well, I have played it, but not on stream, I should say.
Gotcha. Corbin, how goes your Gundam marathon? Since we last spoke, did you see the other two movies yet?
I messed myself.
Of course, good job, Corbin. Good time.
Would somebody tell me what just happened?
Okay, good take on them. I would definitely say that too.
Well, I don't know about that, Corbin. I think that's a bit much, but okay.
Yeah, wait, you're joining a protest for, fucking, Black Lives Matters?
Don't tell
What?
anybody I did this.
Corbin, I would never do that to a dolphin.
I bruised easily.
Unless the dolphin looked like you.
Well, I mean, come on, I mean, we'd have a talk about it first.
Nice driving, man.
You'd love a live stream of Simpsons Wrestling? Yeah.
Too late, losers. I got the last game. 4-finger discount. Some crazy lady destroyed all the rest.
When will they learn? Video
I just
games
bought
don't
that,
change
pre-ordered
people
that
their
Discotheque
minds.
Blu-ray of Berserk.
And the crowd
Should be
Nice.
getting that soon, probably within, like, March, April, probably. Yeah. Because I just realized I'm having to act fast on all these animes that I want to watch because these anime Blu-rays, I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe the Funimation ones mainly, but they're going so out of print, it's not even insane. Like, it's literally scary.
That new game.
Like, I had to buy Black Lagoon because, I mean, I already have a lot of shows to watch, but I'm like, fuck it, I have to get this soon because it's already going up to $50 on Blu-ray. And there's another one I wanted to watch called Records of Lotus where it's like $119. I don't know if it's because Crunchyroll and Funimation are now like a conglomerate thing, but a lot of their titles are getting really expensive.
Well, I don't support them anymore, obviously.
Well, I bought
for
a
long.
third party on eBay, but
Mm.
like, yeah. But like, holy fuck. Also, my beef with Funimation isn't as deep, but I do understand, and I do think it's pretty fucked up that the Broly actor is where you're coming from, correct?
That's a large part of it, yeah.
That's pretty fucked up. It's a shame also because he was a great Broly.
Vic Mignogna is the only, like, English anime voice actor that I actually like.
Please?
Really?
As a
What else has he
person,
done?
Full Metal Alchemist, he's done a lot of things. In Full Metal Alchemist, he was Edward Elric, like he was the main character.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, bud.
I met I don't know about him, but I met the Boo actor. He seems pretty cool.
I don't know, because,
But,
like, the thing is like,
uh-huh.
every Funimation voice actor has revealed themselves to be an entitled piece of shit who thinks that they're better than all the fans, think that the fans owe them
Right.
something, and also they're very, like, full of themselves, and they're just assholes, and I don't like them.
I do know that the Goku voice actor, I've heard that he's kind of like that. I forget his name. Sean
Sean
Schemmel.
Schemmel, yeah, like, well, all of them are like that, though, like, Chris Sabbat's like that. Like, Chris Sabat is a talented voice actor. He has a pretty good range. He does,
Right.
like, 90% of the voices in OG Dragon Ball. But
Wait, no, I thought he was just Vegeta. What the hell?
he's Vegeta, he's Yamcha, he's a ton of background characters. Like, he does a ton of voices in OG Dragon Ball. He's Shenron, he's Piccolo.
Dude, now don't blow your hand off. Would you?
Wow.
But the man's the man's a piece of shit, though. Fuck him.
That sucks. But I do also, with Sean Chanel specifically, I do know, and I don't agree with his take on, because he didn't mention them by name, but when a fan asked him about Team 4 Star, I saw a clip, and he says, you know, I don't support them. My responsibility as a character. I'm thinking to myself, it's parody, it's fair use. It's just a whole joke thing on YouTube. Like,
Sean
I don't
Chamel
understand.
prevented the Ocean voice actor from coming back as Copy Goku.
You did mention that.
Or sorry, not Copy
I thought
Goku,
that-
Black Goku, but you know what I mean, Goku Black.
That's super lame. That is lame.
But Chris Sabat at least was humble enough to let the guy come back, the Ocean guy come back to do Copy Vegeta.
Well, there you go. And plus, it would make more sense since isn't Goku Black like a different version of Goku?
Well, yeah, he's literally not Goku. Like, he's Goku's body being possessed by Zamasu.
You got access to your old man's fireworks.
Mhm.
Fireworks make my ears yell. Here's some gummy gums. Tell me if it works. My dad is going to put you in jail. Bye.
That kind of sucks.
I have basically no respect for any voice actor. Like, that's the thing, is like, there are
Not
Bad. Oh, this is
respect. No, like Keith David, I think has a great voice. I like Keith David, and I like that Keith David is honest about the fact that all he cares about is the money when he's doing it. They're like, they ask him, "What's your favorite?"
Well, I mean, what about Mel Blanc? I respect Mel Blanc.
Sure, but I'm
Mel
saying
Blanc?
the guy Mel Blanc is iconic, dude. Bugs Bunny, fucking like, he's played so
Mel
many
Blanc's
characters.
great.
Like, it's really hard. Like, he's played like every major Looney Tunes character. He's Tom from Tom and Jerry.
But yet again, Tara Strong's been in like almost everything, and I hate her.
Yeah,
I want. Killer.
but Mel Blanc's actually like good.
Yeah, Mel Blanc's awesome.
You know, like I was saying this earlier, like, because I like in the server, like I posted that video about Jeremy Strong, the guy who plays Kendall in Succession.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like a method actor who gets really into the role. Like, he intentionally puts himself through hell for the role. And that's why I said, you know, method actors are the only actors that I consider actual artists. Like, people who actually sacrifice for their role.
But aren't a lot of method actors in real life kind of assholes?
I don't care.
Really?
I don't care.
No, I think being
Well,
an
no,
asshole
I-
is justified if you actually do something that takes skill.
My butt hurts.
Well, I mean, look. I'm all for like shit talking and teasing, but like being like, because at the end of the day, you got to work with the crew, and if you don't work with the crew, at the end of the day, it's gonna become dysfunctional. And I'm not trying to come out as like the. I'm not. Let me make
Look,
this clear. Like in the
Watch
work
the fucking Jeremy Strong video I shared in the Discord. That does a
Well,
pretty
does
good
it-
job at
does
dis-
it contain spoilers because he says about success.
Yes, it has major spoilers.
Okay, so then I cannot, because that show does look pretty interesting. Not gonna lie.
It's a really
Even though
good
it'd be
show.
on like huge backlog of shit, but it does look interesting. And I'm glad to hear that, as thankfully vaguely spoiler free that you typed in a Discord that it ended strong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, if you can watch like the beginning of my review. My review, I tell people where I get to spoilers in the review.
Do you have a timestamp in there?
There's not a
Or do you, like,
timestamp.
mention it?
There's not a timestamp, but I'm like, that's all I can say without getting into spoilers. So now we're moving on to
Oh.
the spoiler section.
Gotcha.
Hello, drivers. Got a little situation here.
Okay, but if I kick it,
You don't respect Tom Kenny? No, not inherently. No, I mean, he does good work. And I'm using.
Yeah, I don't respect like Mel Blanc. I don't like. I respect not just because he was like has an iconic voice, but like I actually respect him as a person too.
Right, like Keith David has a great voice. Keith David is my favorite voice actor, but I don't inherently just respect him for it, you know?
He's also just a great actor in general. Like,
Oh yeah, Keith David's great.
fucking Love Keith David.
Most of the time I don't give a shit about actors, but method actors I actually respect, because method actors are actually artists.
Like I would say, I respect Clint Eastwood and Jack Nicholson, and I don't. They're not like method actors, but
Well, Clint Eastwood's just the dude. Like, that's like, take it easy. Sorry about that. Like,
Your dog acted up?
Clint Eastwood, dog is like hearing another dog through the fence, and I'm just trying to steer him away. Just trying to make sure. Even, granted, thank God it's through the fence, but, you know. Clint Eastwood's just the dude. I mean, the dude's fucking 90. He directs and stars in a ton of projects.
No, but that's the thing I thought was funny is Hard Luck like was throwing a fit about voice acting because Vintage was advocating for like dubbing older stuff with AI.
Okay.
And Hard Luck was being a little bitch about it, being like, "Oh, well, you all these voice actors," and Vintage just fucking base is like, "Fuck them, I don't care."
Well, also, but wait. How good would the AI be? Like, let's be real. Also, wouldn't that take away from jobs? I mean, not looking.
See,
at
now
it
you're sounding like a faggot.
Well, hold on. I'm just looking at it from like a a viewpoint of like first of all, how good is the AI gonna be?
AI voices can be pretty fucking good. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah. I've heard like there's AI that I've heard and it's literally identical to the way a normal person would speak. Like and it's not even that advanced AI now. Like now you can have crazy AI that's like
and yes,
like,
Steven, it would potentially detract from jobs, but here's why I don't care, because it's voice actor jobs, and anime voice actors especially are pieces of shit who I do not respect and do not care if they are out of work.
Well,
that's literally a job that should be replaced. Like being a voice actor.
Whether or not I respect them doesn't mean I want to take them out of the job. You know what I mean?
I want to take them out of the job. They can go to hell.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like, it's a job that can be replaced by a machine. Like, it's...
Well,
it's
like, look, I don't like automation, and, like, I still want there to be real voice actors, sure, but anime voice actors especially, I don't care.
Well, yeah, but, I mean... I know...
They need to be punished for how fucking shitty people they are.
Yeah, but just cause a couple of shitbirds are in there doesn't
literally
mean
all of them. You know what? Here's the thing. Let's say we get these old dubs and we AI all the voices except we let Vic Mignogna do some voices in all of them too. Vic Mignogna and AI. There we go. There we go. We're giving a good voice actor work and we're just getting it done. Vintage was suggesting AI because he was saying, this shit that nobody wants to dub or hasn't been dubbed, it would save a lot of time and you could get it dubbed that way so that people could have dubs for people who prefer dubs. So, like, let's say Discotek is bringing 70s Devilman onto, like, a new 4K. Why not let them do an AI dub instead of having to do a whole new dub for a series that has existed for, like, 50 years?
I mean, yeah, but even if you're not looking at, like, them... Even if you're not looking at that, there's also an authenticity to, like, a person's voice.
Well, here's the thing.
That is hard to replicate.
Sure.
AI can do that.
AI can do that, yes. But... here's the thing, like, I do want there to still be actual voice actors and artists and shit out there. But, at the same time, I don't think that just because that there can be a job... Here's the thing. If you can be replaced by a machine, you're not doing a good enough job. When it comes to acting and art, a lot of people will prefer the real deal. And if you're not a good enough real deal that people prefer you over AI, I'm sorry, that's on you.
Well, like, these are the kinds of jobs that, if there are jobs to be replaced, these are the good jobs to replace, because the jobs that require, like,
then we just get harder on them as people, I think. I don't know. I mean, I like, look, I'm not against using it full sale. I just don't want it to become, like, a complete, like, replacement swap.
You hate dub actors? Yes, I was literally going on about that. I hate dub actors, yes. Dub actors are pieces of shit, except for Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna's, like, the only good one.
But see, Japanese voice actors, I don't know any, like, specific ones currently, but that as, like, what Japanese voice actors do, I actually do respect that, because Japanese voice actors put a lot of effort into the character.
Yeah.
Like, they're very intuitive.
Yeah, and so is Vic Mignogna. That's why he's one of the few, like, Vic Mignogna and Chris Sabat are the only ones I feel like can actually emote, like, properly in dubs. And even then, Chris Sabat is a piece of shit as a person, but he is talented as an actor, I'll give him that, you know?
You know, the Japanese dub for The Boys is actually better than the English.
Really?
Yeah, the dub is, like, for The Boys is actually amazing. Like, Homelander's great in the dub.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree on this, but I do see your point.
Okay, cool, Steven. Keep paying bad people to do bad things. That's cool. Go ahead.
All right. Well,
and eventually, and you are responsible partially for the death of art.
Okay. I mean,
Well, I mean, I think what other thing too is like if one person wants to make a show and they can use AI, that's one person can make an entire series on his own.
Right, and that's the thing. That's the thing. You say that AI would take away the jobs, right? Well, these are things that haven't been dubbed, and people have no plans of dubbing. So it's really not taking away jobs because it's creating it's filling in a gap that they have no interest in filling.
Okay, well, if that's, I mean, I guess that's an exception, but I just don't know how I feel. Even if someone's a piece of shit, I don't feel like, you know, we have the right. And look, at the end of the day, we just don't support the good art. You either, I'm not in favor of replacing something, but I'm also not in favor of supporting something bad. Either just leave it alone or just don't.
You are absolutely in favor of supporting something bad because you still buy Funimation.
I bought it secondhand, dude.
But do you buy anything on Crunchyroll, on Right Stuff, or anything still?
I mean, I bought Berserk, but okay, that's fair, but...
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, alright, I guess that's a good point.
Tell you what, Steven, do you buy anything on Amazon?
Alright, but so do you, I mean, that's a good point.
Yes, I do, Steven. My point is, we both support evil things to some degree.
Alright.
No, Steven, I'm not denying that I do. I was just asking you the question because...
Right. No, I get you. Right, no, I mean, I do, but that's true. I'm not going to act like, you know, when I talk about supporting or not supporting something, I have to also be realistic. I mean, I am giving my sense to Amazon and Crunchyroll, you know, to be fair. Mm-hmm. That is true. Yeah.
Fine by me.
But no, I have no respect for voice actors. And actors in general, I don't care. I don't value them most of the time. Like, there are some actors I like. They are the exception, not the rule.
Okay. That's fair. But,
like I said, method actors I actually like because they're actual real artists. Regular actors act like they're artists, and they're fucking not.
No problemo.
Regular actors are like, hey, look, here's a script. I'll read it now. Method actors are like, let me put myself through a year of torture for, like, an episode of a show.
Okay.
We don't have deflector shields, you know.
But like, but like, a lot of people want to view this AI thing as like a... I mean, I think there's obviously bad things that can come from AI, obviously.
And there are bad things that can come from AI voices, too, for sure. Like, you know, people can fake, you know, crime evidence and stuff. That's bad.
Yeah, but I think about what this can do for the individual artist. Like, if somebody wants to do something of their own, they can, but they don't have to like go to somebody else. They don't have to go to a team. They can literally do everything on their own if they have a computer, if they have the AI for it, you know.
Right.
Like that means anybody can do any vision they want at any point. Like, anybody can.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like, obviously I do still want there to be actual voice actors out there because there is an authenticity I like to exist. But I do agree with Vintage that if you want to fill in a gap in the market that actual voice actors and studios seem to have no interest in doing, why not just do it with AI if literally nobody else is going to do it?
They should literally use AI to do like automatic translations for like all the manga and everything too. Like,
right. Well, and like I said, I still think the job I'm. Well, translation, sure, but like I'm just saying, like dubs and shit. Like I still want there to be voice actors because obviously I don't like automation. I don't like machines taking people's jobs. But at the same time, voice actors are the most entitled, spoiled pieces of shit who are so full of themselves and think that society couldn't function without them. I have no respect for them. They are less than nothing.
well, I think there's like lots of I think that obviously people being dependent on technology is bad in general, but
right.
I think if we can find a way to utilize technology in a way like self-expression or things like that.
No problemo.
Warp speed.
Whoa, wicked. Aw, loser. That scared me.
I like how this level has the fucking Star Trek, like, worst fight ever song. What about snorting, burping, and tongue sounds? How would those noises sound with AI? I'm sure it could do it.
You got it.
And if it can't, it will be able to in the future. Again, I'm not even.
Even the AI you do for my videos actually sounds pretty good a lot.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying. And yeah, I just use the free voices, and I only get 10,000 characters per month.
Bart Simpson at your service.
But I don't think like there are negatives to it. I absolutely think there are, because I'm not a big technology guy. I'm just saying, like, I find it hard to actually get up in arms about something like that when it's, like I said, it's just another thing. Like, here's the thing: I'm much more concerned about like everything moving to subscription services rather than fucking.
That
like,
is something.
I care more about that than AI. Like, when it comes to like art and acting, like AI can be very bad. There's a lot of things I don't want. Like, I don't want AI to get too smart. There are a lot of problems with AI that I don't want it to advance to a certain point. That is true. There is that.
You better run.
Out of my way, Earthling!
Cowboy Bebop and Hellsing have pretty good dubs. I don't deny
Fine by me.
that dub actors can do a good job, but that doesn't mean I respect them. Like, I can respect the work, but not them.
There could be some that are pretty base, though, to be fair.
Other than Vic Mignogna, name one.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying, is that I'm giving... I don't know, I just want to give the benefit of the doubt. That's where I'm coming from.
Well, I think unless there's the evidence to prove it, we shouldn't believe things. We should contemplate them, sure, but don't believe something just because unless.
I'm not right. I'm not saying
Like-
that's the point. Not to believe it, but I just want to say I don't want to confirm or.
And like,
deny.
look, there have been instances where I've been mad about a voice actor losing their job. I mean, look at Vic Mignogna. Like I said, literally lost his job and had his reputation tarnished because of Funimation.
But yeah, like the base people aren't allowed to have jobs. That's why it's hard to say that there are base ones.
But
Like,
even if they're
allowed.
not or are not like, you know, view-wise something that I consider. I know it's gonna sound fucked, but something I consider correct. I just don't necessarily think that they should lose their jobs unless they do something really criminal.
But again, doing AI, how, like, for something that hasn't been dubbed, how is that losing somebody's job?
Okay, well, okay, but that's okay. So let me be clear. All right. So if it's something that there's no.
Because here's the thing: I'm not saying take Dragon Ball away from Funimation and just do AI versions of their voices. Did you hear me say something like that? No, I didn't.
No. I acknowledge that. I guess I must have gotten it confused because if there's something that there's no gap, okay, fair. I guess I must have confused what you were talking about with replacing in general. But if there's something that there's no void for, I just guess I am comfortable with that. There will not be an open spot, but in general,
I don't like paying money for something that I don't use. Yeah, true.
Can you believe that Vintage gave Devilman a 5.5 out of 10, the 70s series?
Yes, I can believe that, because Vintage is fairly critical with stuff, unless it's something that he really, really likes. But then again, there'll even be something that he really likes, and he'll be like 6 out of 10. I'll be like, okay.
but I mean, yeah, if there's like an empty slot, I guess that's not entirely an issue, to be fair.
I would have given Devilman the 70s series, I would have given it a 7.
I think 7 is fair, yeah. I'd give it a 7 as well.
But where do you guys rate your films? Do you rate objectively or subjectively? Because I think as long as you acknowledge the objective value, that's
Well,
good.
this is me saying objectively, I think it's a 7 out of 10. For me, if it was like my favorite, I mean, not favorite, but like if saying on like how much I like it, like how much it means to me, probably like closer to like an 8 or a 9.
Gotcha. Because the thing is that the way I look at it is that I acknowledge the objectivity of something because I think that's important. At least nowadays I do. I used to be a little clouded with that, and then I just rate subjective.
Like the manga that I think is objectively the best manga is Berserk.
I agree. But my favorite manga, but my favorite manga is Ichi the Killer.
Well, yeah, even like if I'm like I even like the Devilman manga more than Berserk, but Devilman I wouldn't play as objectively good as Berserk.
Correct, I agree. I think
Most people think I'm retarded for thinking about stuff this way because most people don't even have a favorite thing. But I literally sort things out as in like I think this is the objective like value of it, and this is what I think my attachment to it is. And like apparently like nobody really. I don't know. I don't know many people that really favorite things in my personal life. Every time I say, "What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that?" They're like, I don't know.
That's gay. No, but I think another reason, Steven, that I'm so like I'm so like apathetic towards actors and stuff is I'm so sick of like the entitlement of people online, like not just voice actors, but like online artists are some of the most fucking entitled, narcissistic pieces of shit, and it's so fucking obnoxious.
Directors and actors in general, I agree with as well, and they
but like
like
directors, I can cut it a little more slack if they actually went through and made like I still don't like it sometimes, but like
I don't respect modern directors at all, but like directors from the like 70s were fucking amazing. Like directors from the 70s knew what they were doing, like they were actually artists.
Yeah.
And they were okay, and it was okay for them to beat their actors because they knew what they were doing.
But yeah, I would say that like I agree with you, Steven, that modern directors can be really obnoxious. Yeah, like I think that old school directors could be narcissistic, but they did more, so I cut them a little bit more slack.
Like if James Gunn started just bitch slapping his employees, it wouldn't be as cool because he's just not a good artist. He'd just be like abusing people and making shit.
Well, also, is that even... Here's my thing, and I know this is going to be something that's disagreed upon, that's fine, is that even if I do or do not have a level of respect for them, and if they are doing something that I don't support, I'll try not to support it. I mean, granted, like you said, obviously, I'm not because I do support, I mean, I go on Amazon, I have an Amazon account.
Right, and I use Amazon too, like I said, Amazon, I specifically used Amazon as an example because I knew it was something we were both guilty of.
So that's an unfortunate compromise. I mean, granted, I don't have to do that, but I do it for convenience, which, you know, I'm not going to deny that is a compromise. But I guess even though I'm, like, if it's a movie that I don't think I'm going to like when it comes out, I try not to see it in theaters, but if I do, I see it for free online. Just so I could be sure if I do or do not want to give him my money, and if I don't, I saw it for free and no one got my money, right?
I used to go on websites and stuff to try and watch movies for free, but I don't really do that anymore. Now I just try and find like the cheapest, not the cheapest, but like one of any website I can that I might watch it for free, like Tubi, or I go on what do you call it, the
Internet Archive.
Yeah, Internet Archive.
Yeah.
And what's that last one? There's the place that no, it's a thing that's like YouTube kind of where they post videos on there, but it's like not popular.
Dailymotion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like stuff like that. Like I try to find movies on any websites like that.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, look, even if I don't respect them as a person, I just don't want to remove the job that they already have. If they are in support of something,
I think a lot of celebrities are in need of a fucking reality check, and losing their job would actually do them some good.
Well,
I'm actually finding a lot
of them, yeah, but I can't. The thing is that, you know, if I don't support them, that is going to be on. If I don't support their upcoming movie, then they won't get the support they need. But I don't want to like.
From you're one person. Do you know how fucking stupid the average consumer is? So many people will see any fucking schlock that gets put out just because it has some big studio name on it, and people don't fucking think critically. Look at how.
That's a personal choice. But that's a personal choice I'm making, right?
Yeah, and
I can't control the actions of others if they do or do not want to. I just will try not to be a part of it. Obviously, like I said, I'm not perfect. I go on Amazon, I go on Crunchyroll, and that's fine with me. I know what I'm doing. But
to watch Dragon Ball.
What about Dragon Ball?
Oh, I said I used Crunchyroll to watch Dragon Ball for a while, but I haven't paid for that in forever.
Yeah, I don't pay for any of the streaming services I use. I mooch them off people because, you know.
Well, that's good.
And so my thing is that, you know, if I don't support them, what happens with their career, what happens with their movement if it doesn't go away because the majority of people support it, that's on them. But at least I know I don't have a part of it. But I don't want to also be responsible for forcibly, like, if I were to put in a vote to say this person was replaced by AI, I wouldn't do it, whether I like them or not. That's where I'm coming from, is what I'm saying. I know it's not like
what if it was Alec Baldwin and he was? What if it was Alec Baldwin?
Okay, that's a huge scenario where he literally did something criminal.
Lots of celebrities do criminal shit. Lots of celebrities do criminal shit and they don't get charged.
I honestly think celebrities are like how the superheroes are depicted in The Boys. Like, I think that's just genuinely what celebrities are like.
I mean, not everyone.
I think they will.
Keanu Reeves is pretty,
I honestly
pretty
think
decent.
a lot of celebrities probably casually kill people.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean,
I know some voice actors will go out of their way to record burping sounds for their character, with Justin Roiland probably being the biggest example of this before he got fired. I think Justin Roiland getting fired was bullshit.
Yeah, Justin Roiland was just he didn't even do the based thing they accuse him of.
Yeah, Justin Roiland did nothing wrong.
but like in the case of Alec Baldwin, I guess that's an extreme. But look, I mean, even if it's not a celebrity, people in general are just very fucked. And here's... Oh, fuck, I wish I could explain this.
I really hate young anime protagonists nowadays. Anime series should be a little more like Berserk and Fist of the North Star. I agree.
Yeah, I think the thing where it is like the... it is overdone, but I do like the way it's done and stuff like Neon Genesis, even though like that's like the biggest case of it being like the annoying whiny.
Well, I'll say this, like, look, it's as generic and mainstream as it is. Naruto does the young, determined hero really well, like the young kid who's like not. He's not the strongest, but he's the most determined. Like Naruto does the best of that.
Yeah, that's the thing I love about Naruto. But Neon Genesis is like not the opposite of that. He's like the young kid that is like afraid to do anything because he like grew up without a mom and his dad is like a psychopath, and like his life is literally his dad's the only thing his dad ever wanted from it, like asked him to do, was ride a giant robot and for like his weird thing. I don't know, like when people say that like they don't like Shinji as a, like they hate Shinji, it confuses me because he's just a result of his surroundings in the anime. Like he's just supposed to, like the point of it is more like you're supposed to get into the psychology of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But the way it's done in Gundam is actually a lot better. Because in the guy in Gundam, like he doesn't want to do things for the Earth Federation a lot, but it comes from a more realistic place. Like he's not a coward. He's just like a kid being literally forced to drive these giant robots, and for like and it's not like the Earth Federation are like good guys. They're just not as bad as the Zeon.
Did you end up seeing movies 2 and 3 yet?
I saw the second one.
How was that?
Pretty good. Nice. It was good. It was even better than the first one. Like the second one was like way better than the first one, and the first one I liked.
Wow.
We'll probably start with the movies for Red Eye Theater and then go from there.
Yeah, we should. It'll be the easiest way to do it, to watch the movies.
If you guys do that, are you then going to transition into the series it's based off of, or are you going to move on to the... Okay.
I think we should, like, not just the recap movies, but like I'm watching all the ones that are on Netflix, but I'm watching this stuff in the order it's supposed to be in. Like I can say which movies to get after the first 3. But I saw that even on I saw on BitChute somebody like posted a bunch of Gundam movies. I wonder if they're still up, like before they get like taken off.
I don't know. Probably, because I assume BitChute's a little bit more obscure to the point where studios probably don't even think to look at it and do a copyright takedown.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't do. It wasn't the first like 3 Gundam movies, just random Gundam movies that that I was gonna watch after I finished the ones on Netflix if they were still up.
Well, you know, What is a Woman was on Rumble in its entirety for a while. I don't know if it still is, but somebody posted it. That's how I watched it.
It's on Internet Archive. That's how I watch it.
All for Bart. My dad will pay for all the damages.
I actually wouldn't mind reading the book for that. That would be an interesting read, I think.
I'll tear you a new corn shoot. This is the worst town in America.
It's funny, though, because I feel like a lot of people who do have, like, a major problem with, like, AI art and stuff are all for automation in other job industries, where it's like, I feel like automation in, like, physical labor is so much more immoral.
Well, I mean, yeah, I do agree with that as well. That, you know, replacing someone in their physical work environment is pretty bad.
Especially since, like, one thing I hate is, like, the concept of, like, self-driving cars. I think that's a really dangerous and stupid idea.
Well, also, it's just I wouldn't feel comfortable driving a car that isn't controlled by me. I just think that could
Right,
have a lot of
that's what
fuck-up.
I'm saying. Like, self-driving cars, like,
Yeah.
people are like, oh, well, Pete, you see, because AI, like, the AI driving the cars won't make that mistake. I'm like, computers and, like, fucking shit, like, break down all the time. What are you talking about?
This may sound like some high concept future shit, but fucking, what if there's a virus on that car and it gets fucked?
No, that's
Like, I know-
an excellent point, yeah.
Like, that could literally happen, and then you're
What
fucking dead.
Batman 2, where the Penguin's controlling Batman's Batmobile.
What if the car rapes the driver? Think about that.
Hey,
What if Batman was driving the Batmobile
Bring it on.
and it started
What if the
gadgeting him?
car was you, Steven?
Okay, well then I guess that's a ride I want to be on, you know what I mean?
Well, then who was phone?
Huh?
Who was phone?
Wait, who was phone?
Yeah,
Phone?
who was phone?
So many video games, I'd be
Who was phone?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that? Like who's top?
Who was phone?
I mean, I would be the one on. I'd be the top one. Yeah, I don't know.
But who was phone, Steven?
Phone?
He's just asking a simple question.
Lisa did it.
I'm fucking confused. I guess me.
Okay. Glad we sorted it out.
newspaper upside your head.
Who was phone? Who was phone? Hold on, I feel like you're trying to trick me on this.
Corbin, do you think I should have done who was phone for the plumbers don't wear tie thing?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to do, right? Like granted,
Was phone.
to be fair, I think doing Black Hell Ops was also good since it's the origin of Bootman Bill.
Who was a phone? Okay, never mind. I don't even know what the fuck this means. It's just some.
Here, Steven, let me help you out, right? Let me explain a little more detail, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. I'm listening.
All right, so.
Oh, you're gonna type it.
No, hold on. So you're with your honey and you're making out when the phone rings. You answer and the voice is, "What are you doing with my daughter?" You tell that your girl, she say, "My dad is dead." Then who was phone?
Sorry, someone called out my name. Repeat it one more time.
I don't know how much more clear I can make this, Steven.
Vintage Justice Mark, the ending of Devilman? I mean, what do you think of the ending of the 70s Devilman series?
One of my, and I don't know if you care about spoilers for this, Steven, so you may want to, like, plug your ears for a second, but,
Gotcha.
But one thing I think is bullshit is, like, have you seen the ending, Corbin?
No, I haven't, but I know it's like, he defeats God, who's just like a demon, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's good and all, but, like, the thing I think is stupid is Miki finds out that he's Devilman, and she's like, well, it's okay, because you're always Akira, and then they just kind of, but it's like, he's literally not, though. Akira fucking died in the first episode.
Yeah.
I love just how, like, intentionally shitty of a crappy pasta Who Was Phone is, though. Who Was Phone is, like, the dumbest creepy pasta, and I love it.
I think the way it should have ended is he just never told her he was Devil. If he just told her that he was Akira, and that he just turned into Devilman or something, like he just kept it a secret.
Well, that's what she that's just kind of what they assume, and I think the writers kind of forgot that Devilman isn't Akira.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, then then fucking Devilman is just letting Miki believe that he is Akira.
Ow, my skull. My beautiful skull.
Well, that's the way that it's more interesting, is if Devilman is just tricking her the whole time.
Yeah. Well, and like the other thing is like the ending is like a cliffhanger, like the ending to Cutie Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause you know he doesn't actually fight Xenon.
I don't remember these being.
Like God is the last one he fights.
I wonder if it's Gnosticism though, because the Gnostics think that like the one god, the creator god, is just a demon.
I mean, the reason that demon's name is God is because he's like the opposite of Devilman. Like, in some versions, in some translations, he's literally called God-Man.
God-Man.
Yeah.
God-Man.
Arewa, da-re-da, da-re-da, da-re-da.
Alright, so I'm assuming the spoileriness is good?
Yeah, we're done with spoilers. We're done with spoilers.
Alright. Cool.
No, but yeah, we definitely need to do Succession for Red Eye Theater. Like, that show has become one of my favorites.
If we do it for Red Eye Theater, that'd be an easier way to get it off the backlog for me, because that would just motivate me to get it done sooner, because I've got a lot of shit to catch up on.
Wait,
isn't Brian Cox in it?
Yeah, Brian Cox plays Logan Roy, who is my favorite character by far. I fucking love Logan Roy. There's some voice actors who I feel give out a feel emotion during crying or yelling scenes. Sure, there's some voice actors that can emote. You don't find them in anime a lot of the time, though. Like, at least not in dubs. In Japanese, yeah, you do. Like, fuck it, that guy who plays Light Yagami, that guy's great. Like, Steven, have you seen Death Note?
Yeah, it's just been a long time, but I like Death Note a lot. I have it on Blu-ray.
Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
I watched it dubbed.
So,
I saw it on Netflix.
So, have you ever seen the Japanese version of Light's Evil Laugh?
Nope.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull this up.
You know, I actually like the second half to Death Note. I know some people.
I think Death Note stays good throughout.
I even like the replacement they had for what's that character's name?
L. Well, I prefer Mello over that. Can you hear this, by the way?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the final episode.
What?
This is the final episode, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, nothing comes close to that.
That is a pretty good evil laugh. That's a pretty good evil laugh, I will say.
Like, to be fair, the English one is good, too. Like, his evil laugh in English is good, but the Japanese one is way better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the exact laugh in the English one, but that was a pretty good laugh. I mean, I have to say I like the dub in the Death Note. I will say
Death Note has a good dub. Death Note does have a good dub, but the Japanese is still better. Like, it's not like a night and day difference because both are actually pretty good. Like, I actually like Ryuk's voice better in the dub.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think, and I don't know if this is spoiling it for anyone in the chat, do you think at the very end, I know it's very obviously implied, do you think that Misa actually did kill herself?
No.
No?
Like, I
But she
mean,
was-
that's an anime-only edition, her standing on that edge and, like, looking like she's gonna jump off.
Oh.
In the manga, she actually very explicitly doesn't kill herself and starts a new cult of Kira, trying to, like, she starts a new religion based on Kira.
Oh.
Now, I guess we could argue, is that an anime-manga difference or whatever, but, like, I don't know. Like, in the anime, they're clearly trying to go for that, but, and I guess it would make sense since Light was literally everything to her, which is why Misa is the ideal woman, but,
I mean, but you don't think she was a little too obsessive?
No, not at all. I think Misa Amane is the perfect woman.
That's your ideal woman, just perfectly.
She is a doormat who relishes being a doormat.
Doormat that relishes being a doormat. Yeah, but is that so much of a character?
Yes.
That's another point we definitely disagree on.
It's funny, because I literally did a video calling her the worst Death Note character in the past, but she's, like, perfect. Like, she's great.
Yeah, wait, you're talking about Misa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, you had it right the first time.
Literally, Misa
yeah, I still like her.
Like, Misa is, like, the perfect example of what a woman should be.
Exactly, see?
Close. But, yeah.
Yeah, no. I was telling Steven, like a perfect woman is Misa's the perfect woman because she's a doormat who relishes the fact that she's a doormat. She likes being a doormat.
Yeah, like characters like Misa or like Hinata from Naruto, like these are like the obvious examples of like what you would want out of a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a character, regardless, I mean, she didn't really have much of an arc or anything like that.
She's super important to the plot. Like, she's actually she's a huge part of Light's downfall, actually.
Well, but like a personal arc.
I think
for herself.
I think that she has just as much personality as a woman needs to have.
Ah, gotcha.
I'll never lose these love handles.
And look, she's the second Kira.
And that's in the manga Cole ending.
Well, yeah,
what you're referring.
No, she is the second Kira in the anime too. Like, because she gets the Shinigami eyes and stuff and starts killing people.
Man, it's been a fat minute since I've seen Death Note. I haven't seen that since.
Like Misa
Misa
is integral to the plot. Honestly, though, like, even though, like, I like to blame Misa for Light's downfall a lot, and that was part of my point in my original video, it really is Light's own fault because he got overzealous and killed Lindell Taylor and all those other fucking cops.
Millhouse, what are you...
Like, if Light had literally just stuck to killing criminals, as was the plan, he would have never got caught.
Although he had a good run.
Well, you know that the when L dies, that was originally supposed to be the ending. Like, Light was supposed to win in the end.
Do you think it could have worked either way? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I think it could have worked either way. I mean, I think it works him dying.
Oh, I think the ending to Death Note is great. So.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that it's one of those things that do you wonder if it could have gone either way, and it still would have been good.
Well, yeah. Well, Nier obviously cheated. Nier obviously used the Death Note to make Mikami betray Light. Like in the manga, that's pretty clear. Like
Nier was the half of the two prodigies of El, correct?
Yeah, Nier, and you know, Nier was originally written to be El's son, but then they decided not to do that.
I don't think it would have worked because of the age difference. I think that.
Well, you know that El's a lot older than Light, right? Like El is older than you think.
Wasn't he like late 20s?
His age is never explicitly stated, but he's older than Light by like a lot.
Come on, Bart. Try not.
Wow.
Like, well, because he can blend in because he looks young. He can blend in with the college and stuff. But like when Light's in his room looking at like the porno mags and stuff to like cover up his Death Note, El's like, no, it's not that normal. When I was his age, I had stuff like that.
Wouldn't be too much trouble. I
Oh.
Okay, but bring pills. I love pills.
Damn, I wish. I hope I have that sort of rejuvenated look, even though he's very pale. When I
might as well bring this up, but tons of celebrities have trashy Twitter accounts constantly spamming about politics, NFTs, etc. I agree, Andy.
I mean, that's true. Look, that's true. I'm not denying that there are retarded celebrities out there.
It's funny how like Andy can sometimes be coherent.
Now my story begins in 1960.
I mean, he's not like incoherent all the time. It's just that he says.
Steven, literally the first thing he said to me on the stream today is, "What part of I agree don't you understand?" When I hadn't said anything with him in the first place.
Damn it, Andy.
And it's not like I said something on this stream and he was responding to it, because he literally said that at the end of last stream too after I ended it.
Do you think he was continuing off of?
No,
what happened?
No, because he said it with no fucking context both times.
Yeah, but what part of I don't agree don't you understand?
Exactly. See, this guy gets it. No, as I've said, Andy doesn't really talk to you, he talks at you.
But he is right, there's a lot of celebrities.
No, yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like, you know, we may not fully agree on this, but I can agree that a lot of celebrities have retarded takes. Like, Robert De Niro's a great actor, but it's like
Out of my way, man.
do you know some of the things that Robert De Niro says?
I don't doubt it, because he's a fucking celebrity, and celebrities all have like the same like 3 takes.
Mel Gibson's pretty great for a celebrity, though, to be
Yeah,
fair.
no, Mel Gibson's great. I like Mel Gibson.
I think people give him a bad rap still, even though that was like fucking years ago. And I think he's just honestly also one of the best. He's easily the best actor that turned director ever. Like one of them, hands down.
Clint Eastwood's pretty good too, so that's kind of.
That is true. That is true. But I mean, look, have you seen Apocalypto?
I have not.
That's a great movie, and he directed, and you would never expect him to direct that kind of movie.
Didn't he also direct Braveheart?
Yes, he also starred in it.
Yeah, I know he starred in it, but he also directed it, right?
He also directed it.
Yeah.
And I think he's pretty good at sticking to his values while still being a mainstream celebrity, which is really rare, because Hacksaw Ridge is a very clear Christian message.
Well, yeah, like I said, I like Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is actually like a genuine guy, not just a fucking hollow celebrity.
But that's why, like, when you get to the Mel Gibsons and people like that, that gives me faith to, like, okay, it's not just like, you know, he's not just like some guy that thinks he's better than everybody. So he gives me the hope for, and Keanu Reeves too.
I don't know enough about Keanu Reeves as a person, but Mel Gibson I like, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to say that suddenly he means that I have hope for cinema as a whole.
I didn't do it.
I have hope for his film, sure. But like, and like I said, just because I generalize and say that film is bad doesn't mean that there are no good films.
Yeah, but what about supporting the films like his and all that kind of stuff?
Sure.
And I know you do. I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you don't. Let me make that clear. I'm just saying, like, you know, if, and I know it's drastic and all that kind of stuff, but, you know, supporting a good movement of that can lead to good outcomes.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. But granted, that's also, I know that's not even me to say, but granted, that's also because I'm more optimistic about things. Maybe to a degree
well,
that
Steven, I literally did a review last night about Succession, which is a show that started in 2018 and ended last year.
Yeah, and you did mention
and it's
that
one of my
you really
favorite
liked
shows.
it.
It's genuinely a really good show.
Right.
Like, I like it better than Better Call Saul.
I actually haven't finished Better Call Saul. I haven't seen it in a minute,
I think anyone who says Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad is smoking fucking blue meth.
Okay, but how is it going to be better than Breaking
It's
Bad?
it's
though?
literally
That's like
not. It's impossible for it to be better than Breaking Bad.
Like one of the finest pieces of art, even outside of television.
Yeah.
The fact that it is a TV show that is as of high quality as it is a feat in and of itself. I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, it's literally that good. I mean, if people like it more than Breaking Bad, sure, but I don't think
I've
it's
legitimately
better
heard
than
people
Breaking
try and say that it's better, and like it objectively isn't.
Ooh.
Because Better Call Saul, like there's an episode called Point and Shoot, which is it's a mid-season finale for the final season.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really poorly written. Like it is really like it has Gus versus Lalo, right? It has their final standoff. And the way that Gus gets out of it is the most contrived, convenient piece of shit plan that is so un-Gus it makes no sense.
Damn, that sucks. And Gus is like one of my favorite characters.
Well, because like they make it so that Gus just relies on complete and total dumb luck to try and get the better of Lalo.
Gus is not a dumb luck kind of guy. That's the crazy
Yeah.
part. He's a very
And, like,
sophisticated
The thing is, Lalo is such a fucking force of nature. Like, Lalo is the scariest, most intimidating character in that universe. And they just have Gus beat him with dumb luck, which is just stupid.
Is Lalo a character that was only introduced in Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Because I don't remember. Okay, because I was thinking, like, he's not in Breaking Bad.
He's mentioned in Breaking Bad.
Oh.
In Breaking Bad, when Saul is first introduced, and Jesse and Walt take him out to the desert and they're threatening him.
Yeah, like the first
yeah.
time that they incorporate Saul into all this. With
Yeah.
like, them, they have the masks on.
Yes. So in that scene, the thing Saul says to them is, "It wasn't me, it was Ignacio. It was Ignacio." And then they're like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "What? Lalo didn't send you guys?" And they're like, "No, shut up." And he's like, "Oh, thank God, thank Christ. What can I do for you, gentlemen?"
Shit. So wait a minute. I mean, I guess it's a tiny spoiler if you tell me don't spoil it outright, but I'm assuming that if he's referencing a character like that in that present tense, then that means that Better Call Saul also takes place at some point during Breaking Bad.
No, this, well, kind of. Like, it takes place after Breaking Bad, and there's, like, a couple of, like, there's a time skip montage that takes place during, but,
Well, I know the black and white thing.
Let me tell you this, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Saul is unaware of Lalo's fate. He doesn't know what happened to Lalo.
Oh, okay.
So for all he knows, Lalo's still out there trying to get guys on him. But he doesn't actually know what went down between Gus and Lalo in the end.
It is pretty clever writing, though, that they would mention a character that they had. I don't know if they had planned for it.
I don't think they had it planned, but I think they did a good job coming up with something for it, using something
Well,
that, like,
even then, at that point, like, mentioning characters, like, well, we mentioned this character in Breaking Bad. That's a small, minute detail that they probably turned into.
Here's something more on a subjective level for why I also don't think Better Call Saul can be better than Breaking Bad. And this one is more on a subjective level, but Breaking Bad, I was hooked from the start. Like, I could tell at the beginning this was going to be one of the greatest shows. And, like, Episode 3 is where I was like, yeah, this is, like, the best show ever made. Episode 3, when Walt kills Crazy 8.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul, it took until Season 3 where I had that vibe where I'm like, yeah, this show can stand on its own. Season 3, the episode Chicanery, that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, this show actually stands on its own.
I think I only made it up to Season 1 or 2.
So you haven't even seen Chicanery?
Nope. I listen. I started Better Call Saul a while back, and then I dropped it a little bit. It's not because it sucked or anything. I was preoccupied. I can't remember why I dropped it. I was preoccupied with other things. I have seen El Camino though. That's a great tie-in movie. I'll say that much.
But Breaking Bad, like, I don't think any show even comes close. Like I said, like, Better Call Saul is a good follow-up, but it's not Breaking Bad. And people who think
Breaking Bad is the objective, like, masterpiece of all shows. Like,
yeah,
outside of its objective value, what would you say is your favorite show?
My favorite show is probably Red Dwarf.
Breaking Bad might be, like, Breaking Bad's in my top 10, but it's definitely not my favorite.
My Breaking Bad is also in, like, same. Like, Breaking Bad is my favorite drama.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd probably make that argument too, actually, that it's my favorite drama. I'd have to think about it, but I don't know what could really come close. Also, Breaking Bad is one of the greatest endings to any TV show, and that's, like, really hard to pull off.
Yeah, and Better Call Saul has an okay ending, but anyone who acts like the ending to Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad's ending is retarded, because Better Call Saul's ending, I have mixed feelings about.
I saw the ending to Breaking Bad when that episode aired, which is pretty crazy. That was a cool experience.
Yeah, no, same. I started watching Breaking Bad when season 4 was still coming out, and then I got caught up and I finished season 4, and then as season 5 was coming out, I watched the episodes weekly as they were coming out.
Nice. I think I did that around when season 4, season 3, so not too far up. Also, I will say this: my favorite line from season 5, one of my favorite lines in television ever, is, like, you know, when he goes up to Skylar, you know, in her new apartment or whatever, and he says, Skylar says, you know, please God, don't tell it you did it for us. He's like, no, I did it for me. And I was like, oh my God, that's like that bit of dialogue for me was like full circle realization of the character, in my opinion. Because he kind of did it for himself the whole time as well as doing it for his family.
Well, no, I agree. That's a good scene. Like, Walt's goodbye to Skylar is really good.
Because it's not only, like, you know, he's owning up to what he did, but he's, like, acknowledging, he's like, you know, I had a lot of fun in what I did. And I'm like,
I enjoyed it. I was good at it. And for the first time in my entire life, I felt alive.
Yeah, no, that was...
It is like one of the best, like, character evolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say so. Being an objectively great show, I don't see how anyone would be bored with it if they've never seen it before. It's just
no,
really
but like I said, anyone who says that Better Call Saul is better is crazy. Because Better Call Saul is good. Better Call Saul is really good, but it's not. And like I said, I think Succession is better than Better Call Saul.
Last time I checked, chicks like...
Is it a comparable show? Like, it's about, like, law and stuff? Or just are you comparing it as a drama?
As a drama.
Okay.
Succession does, like, it is a... Like, Succession is, like, it's mainly about, like, the kids of, this rich... Like, apparently, like, it's based off the Murdoch family, you know, like Rupert Murdoch. Like, that is loosely inspired by them. But it's like this family that, like, this rich family that owns, like, a ton of, like, news corporations, and, like, they own, like, cruise lines and, like, movies and stuff like that. It's a major media company that also owns a bunch of other stuff. And, like, the kids are, like, fighting for control of the company because the dad hasn't named a successor. And the dad's also, like, got declining health. He's got, like, this dementia that kind of comes on. And it's especially prevalent in Season 1. You see a lot of the dementia. You still see him have episodes of dementia throughout, but it's most prevalent in Season 1, I would say.
I blame his computer navigation system.
Okay.
But yeah, he's got declining health, so people are fighting for who takes over when he croaks.
Right, because it's inherited.
Right, well, who's going to control the company. And it's a lot of scheming and shit like that. Like, people sometimes call it business Game of Thrones because, like, it's like all the scheming and plotting and stuff.
Right. And it's mainly about, like, and it's a big family, I'm assuming.
Well, so there's Logan Roy, who's the dad, who's also my favorite character. He's played by Brian Cox. And then there's his oldest son, Connor, who's not in the family company. And instead, Connor wants to run for president.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then...
they have that kind of fucking pull.
Oh, yeah.
Mine. Oh, mine.
And then there's the second oldest son, Kendall, who, you know, he wants to be on top. He feels like he should own it. It should be him. He's been promised it since he was 7. Kendall's definitely got, like, he's always scheming and trying to get out on top. Then there's the third son, which is Roman, played by Kieran Culkin.
Okay.
He's sort of a jokester. He likes to fuck around a lot. Like, he's constantly telling, like, smart-ass jokes and stuff.
I wouldn't get. You don't think I wouldn't get in trouble if I went to it's a double pan in Discord.
You cut out what?
If I posted a, like, there would be no reason. Vintage wouldn't be upset if I posted like a full, like the full Amon Apocalypse: A Devilman movie on YouTube onto the Discord.
No, I don't think he'd have a problem with that. Why would he?
I don't know. I just figured maybe like with copyright stuff. I don't know.
When has Vintage cared about copyright?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And if you post it, if you post it and he gets mad, be like, "My bad, I didn't think you'd have a problem with it," which he definitely won't. I don't see any reason why he would.
Energy,
yeah.
need sugar.
So there's 3 sons in this whole family.
Yeah, so there's 3 sons and then 1 daughter. And the daughter's name is Shaban. She goes by Shiv for short. She's the least likable one, I think, but it's also me that's coming from, so obviously that, you know, but
right.
But like the thing I like about the show is like they make you think sometimes that they're gonna do like the whole like, oh, girl boss, she's actually the good one, she's like the only good one in this corrupt family. They make you think that they might do that, but then no, actually, but they don't. They don't do that. She is just as corrupt as all of them, and I would argue that she is the most like manipulative, evil bitch, and like she's way worse than any of the brothers.
Oh shit.
Well, like I mean, like there are things that the brothers do that are probably worse, but like I would argue personality-wise, she's a lot less likable.
That's kind of fucked.
I like that though, because like the thing is, all the characters.
A lot of shows would do that, where they would push their like idealistic daughter or whatever, and make them like the girl boss that, like you said, are morally like in the light. But no, that's equal respective thing. Like, hey, they're all fucked.
Well, yeah, all of them are kind of like the one who's actually kind of the good one is Connor, the one who's not in the company and wants to run for president. He's kind of the good guy.
But even then, that's like a stretch.
No, I would argue he is considerably morally superior to his siblings. Like Connor Roy does very little wrong. Like, he's got his own little insecurities and stuff, but I honestly can't think of a single thing he does that I would call morally wrong.
Oh. Is the dad kind of fucked?
Hell yeah, he is! Logan's like the most evil character, and I fucking love him.
Where's the mom in this show? Is there a mom in this show?
Yeah, the mom lives in England. The mom sucks. Fuck her. She's awful.
Gotta work off my gut.
No, but Logan's great. Like, Logan Roy is, like, he's super corrupt in a lot of ways, but he's also super fucking based. Like, I fucking love Logan Roy.
Okay.
Because he's run this company for decades, and, like, he literally has this thing. So, like, one of the major plot points is that, like, there's this cover-up that happened with, like, sexual assault and stuff in their cruise department.
Mm-hmm.
And, as it's coming out, like, they one of the things they would say on their paperwork to cover it up is they'd say NRPI, which stands for no real person involved.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so that would be like if like a prostitute or somebody got like killed or raped on their cruise, they didn't really value them as real people, so they'd say no real person involved.
God damn!
Yeah, it's great.
Jesus Christ! But how does and so people recognize that they're morally fucked, I'm assuming, if they say no real people involved.
Well, that's like a thing on paperwork that they pass around, like, with the higher-ups. I don't want to get into spoilers, because I genuinely think you should watch it, but...
Okay. I think I'd like it. Seems like a interesting show. Jesus fuck, no real person involved. To be fair, though, is a real person involved.
Exactly. See, now you're getting it, Steven.
I mean, come on.
Based.
Children weren't meant to get this much exercise.
The thing I like, though, is each of the characters is tragic in their own way, too. Like, they each have their own shit that makes their story actually pretty sad. And another thing I like about this show is that even though all these characters are, like, rich, self-centered fucking assholes who do terrible stuff,
yeah,
it never dehumanizes them. They're always portrayed in a sympathetic light.
So they're horrible people, but there's still something that makes them human.
Well, yeah, yeah, like, the show still makes them sympathetic and shows you that they still have their own problems and shit, and actually makes you feel bad for them.
But it doesn't try to, like, to the point where it tries to convince you that they're good people.
No, of course not. Well, like...
Because that...
No, of course not, Steven.
One thing is, like, I'm wondering with, like, you know, because that's something I see a lot is, like, you know, it's like, I'm okay with, you know, sympathy in, like, a bad guy. I think that's important for a story, but sometimes nowadays in media, it's like they're afraid to push the badness a little bit.
Oh, no. They do some pretty evil stuff.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing I like, though, is because, like, a lesser show would just be like, oh, these rich people are bad and have no problems, and there should be boogeymen. Like, that's what a lesser show would do. Whereas,
well, to be fair, that's also all of media to a degree. It's like every rich person,
right? Which is why I like Succession, because these guys are portrayed in a sympathetic light with actual, like, complex personalities and problems.
I also hope, you know, I'm assuming it gets into the rich versus the poor. Is it cliche about it if it does? Or
the thing that I like about it is exclusively shown from their point of view. Like, you only see it from the point of view of the rich. You don't see, like, poor people's perspective really all that much.
Okay, I think that's fair, because a lot of media, when you do see the rich, you just see them as just the intention of bad. You don't see a lot of them.
No, well, like,
focus.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is, like, the thing is all these guys are, like, Machiavellian and constantly scheming against each other, but there's plenty of times where it shows that deep down they actually do care about each other. Like, even when they're going against each other, like, when they're fighting...
They're still family.
Yeah, like, and, like, even when they hate each other, they love each other. It's interesting, because, like, there's multiple points where, like, Kendall and Logan are at odds. And, like, there's points where it'll show Kendall genuinely be concerned about him. Like, they go and see this shareholder guy, and Logan starts, like, having trouble on the hike they're taking, and he's like, wait, are you okay? And at this point, the two of them are completely against each other. Like, they've literally been going to battle with each other.
Right. That's an interesting angle to show that they actually do care as a family.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back.
You know, it seems today that all you see
is violence in movies.
Violence in movies.
And sex on TV.
What?
Were those
How the fuck do you know what I'm gonna say?
Huh?
How do you know everything I'm gonna say?
I don't know, man. I guess I'm psychic.
I'm just trying to make observations here, and you're fucking repeating everything I say.
I guess I'm, you know, disturbing your,
I was just saying, like, luckily there's a family guy, you know?
Yeah, which we used to rely.
I mean, I was gonna say we positively can do, but you know what? Like, I was thinking that too. So, you know what? This is kind of sus, honestly.
I don't know. You're just kind of sus. You're making me laugh and cry.
I'm back.
Because he's a family guy.
It's true.
Laugh and cry. sound like you're schizophrenic or something. What's wrong with you? So he's fucking talking about Family Guy lyrics.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
I was just making an observation on reality like you.
What are you talking about?
What? But
Huh?
Charlie horse, Charlie horse.
life is just
This
nothing
guy
but confusing.
makes sense.
My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage. All while I am still
This
collecting
guy-
coins.
That was so
Holocaust denier.
cool. Reable.
Steven's a Holocaust denier.
Yeah, he's one half proud Jew and one half virulent anti-Semite.
Alright.
How the fuck do those things even come together?
I think he charges $20 a punk under the Queensboro Bridge.
No.
Now you want to talk about suck sessions?
What am I?
No. Those customers are not. Those aren't the kind of customers I attract. Let me put it that way. If it were me, however, that'd be a different story. You see.
Alright.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. To me, it sounded like he was saying that there was a scenario where he would have customers under the bridge.
Well, no.
They just have to be his type.
No, they just have to
Yeah.
be me.
Okay.
So got him. But no, not that scenario. We just
We can
talked
take it tricks in
about
between.
Nigga,
Okay,
you gay.
no, it's okay. I know I'm gonna win this one. Through strong will.
If you consider sucking cock to be winning, sure.
I am not I am on the end that is getting the.
You're getting
the,
it?
His father was-
getting. that is getting the treatment, so to say.
So you say you're
So-
getting serviced sexually by men?
Well, yeah, but he's me, and it's only in that one scenario. It's like. Let me put it this way. It's like a.
Imagine a metaphor.
It's like a seasoning of a little game. That's all it is. It's like just that. Yeah.
It's like a dashing and a sprinkle of gay.
It's exactly as I described, but they're wearing shirts.
Oh, listen, man, that was the best ride ever.
It's just a little sprinkle of gay.
Yeah, you know, it's like you know, it adds a nice element to things. Let's put it that way. No homo.
It's time for some road games.
No homo.
I think this man's fruity. He wants it in his booty.
No. I am not an eyesore. I am not a how do you say?
Yeah.
A cake of fruit necessarily. I think Corbin, we're learning things about you, so to say. Okay, that's only me in the morning during my,
guys.
What?
You're Freddy Fazbear in the morning, Steven?
Yeah. I was referencing my natural autistic state of
being
loud
Freddy
groans.
Fazbear.
Yes, actually, yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Yes, of being Freddy Fazbear.
Coronado,
being
go to Freddy Fazbear.
But like I was saying, Corbin, I think we're learning things about you that are of the homosexual descent, so to say.
Hey, I think Vintage is gonna stream Aim on Apocalypse of Devilman tonight.
Wait, really?
Because that's what it
Yeah,
doesn't say a
that is
date, it
true.
just says the time, 8:15 p.m.
No, I mean just streaming today, I'm pretty sure. I think, yeah.
Do you think he did that because you Because you posted it?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously because I posted it.
Yeah, see?
That's awesome.
Good job. You deserve a silver piece on these.
You in 15 minutes? You want to watch that?
Sure. Means I'll probably want to end this stream though, because you know.
Before you end this stream, let me just say a few words.
Guys, can we just all like right now say Sieg Xeon, like right now?
Sieg Xeon.
Or
Sieg Xeon.
Okay, good.
That's what
we got.
Tell you what.
Earth Federation.
Next time I play Pokemon Emerald, I'm gonna name my Zigzagoon Zig Xeon.
Is there a gun and a dam in this show?
I do believe there is guns.
Okay.
But
Now, do we have a dam?
Are we talking about Devilman, or what are we talking about? Are we talking about Gundam?
I'm talking about gun
Gun dam.
Gun
do they
dam!
have a gun and a dam?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's actually about a dam made of guns.
Okay, that's good.
I think
So
you're
now
right,
it's
and then
not
Freddy
involved.
Fazbear comes up and goes.
Why would you include Freddy Fazbear in Gundam?
Why wouldn't you?
It's
include
like one of
Freddy
Edgar's
Fazbear?
ideas.
Yeah.
It's like Edgar's idea.
But what if we took Freddy Fazbear and used it to mix and spice up Gundam?
What if we took Five Nights at Freddy's and used it to spice up our concept card?
Imagine Freddy Fazbear as a Gundam.
Yeah. It's funny because the, guys, is that Freddy Fazbear? Like, that meme is so stupid, but I fucking love it.
If we do a Gundam episode of Sergeant Friends, we should have a Freddy Fazbear Gundam, and then, like, there's just a kid that, like, looks up and goes, guys? And they get stepped on.
Yeah. I've basically just been running around and hit and run for a minute. I haven't actually done anything in a fat minute in the game.
It's a Gundam!
Isn't that a
Fucking
YouTuber?
thing where the guy... Yeah, it's a Gundam's YouTuber. I don't know where he got the intro from, but his intro is literally sounds like a black guy yelling, "It's a Gundam!"
Now, here's the question.
Okay.
Do you plan on watching all the rest of the Gundams? I think, you know which one I want to see?
All of them.
I think
There's a lot of them that are just clearly bad, which is like most of the Gundam series. Like outside of like the original main, like I just want to watch the main continuity, and then everything else. It's like I don't really care.
I think it's called the Unicorn thing, whatever the fuck timeline I think it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I don't care about anything other than the timeline that has like the main guy and.
Well, Gundam Wing was kind of cool.
Like the first I don't know, like I just like this main continuity. Like the other stuff looks like it has like very little to actually do with it, or it's just like really different. I don't
Well, a
know.
lot of them are different timelines and shit like that. So probably actually.
I know Gundam Wing is like the one that Hard Luck likes, isn't it?
I do want to see Gundam Wing, and I do want to see G. What is it? What the fuck's it called? Zeta, and there's one called it's G Fighter Gundam or some shit like that.
Hey, can we go over to Vintage's chat?
Yeah, but
'Cause Vintage.
I'm probably gonna end the stream if we do that, because
I'm gonna head out for dinner.
I mean, I just want to go over there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's good for here.
How have your interactions with Hard Luck been in that server?
Largely fine because we don't intentionally go out of our way to start shit anymore.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not messing with Hard Luck at all on Vintage's server. I mean, I try to just have a normal conversation with him, and then if that makes him mad, that's funny.
I mean, granted, you do poke him a little bit by constantly saying it's a feature.
Yeah, but it was still dumb because that wasn't even a reference to like Outside Drama. That was literally something he said in that server.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Toodles.